been killer. Beats in the
next line like Christopher Columbus discovered America is two different things.
What it good be? Hopefully it's what it should be. This is your boy N-O-R-E.
What up, is DJ EFN.
And this Dream Chat motherfucker Yamiro. Make some noise! And right now, no bullshit, no exaggeration. Since we started this show.
Since day
this
one.
This has been one of the most requested guests. Not only requested guests because of his hip-hop, lyrical, ability and his ways of making hit records, but he's known as a real drinker. You understand what I'm saying? In case y'all don't know what we talking about, we talking about one guy who put the West Coast on his back. At a time where the West Coast was quiet, he put the West Coast on his back. He came out, he dropped hit after hit. He's still out here, he writing niggas shit. He done did reality shows, he did every motherfucking thing, and he's still out here. Heard his driveway is crazy. In case y'all don't know who the fuck I'm talking about, we talking about one, only motherfucking Game. Make some noise! Now, before we get into last night, I just want you to know I had two outfits I could have worn today. It was all red or all blue. I just figured, I figured you would appreciate me wearing all red.
Yeah, I fuck with it.
A little better? All right, cool, because I looked a little crazy, right? With a blue mask and shit, like a little crazy. I'm sorry. So, all right, let's just be clear. Last night.
Movie.
Was that a listening session? what the fuck was it last night?
You know what it
was?
We
witness?
You know what it was? It's like, you go to concerts and shit, right? You go to concerts, people perform, they grab a mic, they do their thing. I think at this point with Ye, it's like, it's art. You know what I'm saying? That's what that was. It was art. It was like, on some hood West Side Story shit. You ever seen not my West Side Story, the old West Side Story? You know what I'm saying?
The white boy movie?
Yeah, the white ones. It's shit played out like a little short film. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like if you're not a Ye fan or you don't understand him, then you wouldn't understand his art. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it was for me. It was art. I mean, as soon as I saw the set, as soon as I walked out, I was like, he took Southside Chicago and put it in Miami. Like that's the house he grew up in. You know what I'm saying? And set it on fire.
And split it apart.
And and so it's like if I could take my childhood home and bring it to my that part of it was major. That was bigger than the music, bigger than the words. Like that was a moment. And then it was a moment for him. You know what I'm saying? And God bless Miss Donda Soul. That's his mom, and that was his time. And so when we started off doing, music, me, we started off doing it for us. We didn't have not one fan. You know what I'm saying? And if you did have a fan, it was your mama. So it's like when I started off doing music, I was doing it for my family, for my mama. So let's understand that aspect of what he did first, because it was for him and it was for his mama. And then after that, you appreciate the artist and the artistry, and then the music coming to play later. He gonna give you the music, so wait on it, I guess.
So at rehearsal, did you have to step in the water too?
Rehearsal?
Yeah, there was no rehearsal.
Hell no. But we from the slums. We just stepped in the gutter before.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You step in one puddle, you just stepped in the wall.
Did you see at one point he threw the mic? Was the sound system messed up?
I don't know. I seen it. It was good when I came out. You know what I'm saying? That's all I was worried about. That shit was working for me.
Well, we're going to pop this Ace of Spades, my brother, because our show was about giving people their flowers while they're here, celebrating their life while they're here. You've been one of the most requested guests, and we're going to celebrate that, motherfucker.
We should start with the flowers.
Let's start with the flowers.
Where they at?
Let's give them the motherfucking flowers off top, damn it. Come on, B. You know what I'm saying? You want some Ace of Spades?
I'll take some.
You want Jigga squashed it, right?
Hey, yo, chill.
Come on, baby. It's the flowers.
I appreciate it, man. Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, make some noise for that, goddamn.
Cameras, okay.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, cameras everywhere.
Yeah, real flowers.
Those
my
don't
nigga.
die, by the way.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So, boom, let's get straight to it. Not only this event was a huge event, but the week before that, another huge event. A lot of people online immediately noticed, boom, there's one person missing.
Yeah.
A friend of mine in particular who's in here, I believe New Jersey Devil, tweeted, it was like, this is some crazy shit going on, that the game wasn't there. Let's hear it from the game's mouth. How did the game feel?
Well, again, we always going, especially with my brothers. I'm on here with my brothers. We gonna break it down the way it need to be broke down. So it's like
You gotta take some Ace of Spades, brother.
Yeah, cheers, man.
Cheers, man. Salute. Come on. Cool. All right, cool. Let's go. Okay. He started. All right now. Okay, hold on. Well, I can't really compete with you on that level. I'm gonna fill you right up though. But go ahead.
Thank you.
Yeah, Super Bowl. Boom. You know about what's going on, or you see it on live on the
I mean, shit, I watched it like you watched it. You know what I'm saying?
Really? Okay.
But the thing is this. Because I'm always gonna break it down, so that way, nothing with us or nothing period in the media. I don't like when it get misconstrued.
Right.
And me and Ye, you know what I'm saying, we got this thing where it's like, and y'all should apply it to your life too.
Mm-hmm.
It's like control your narrative, like get in front of that. You know what I'm saying? And so basically, you got to look at the Super Bowl, right? It was a Jay-Z Live Nation, Rock Nation, one of the nations. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't the Nation of Islam, but it was one of the nations.
Right.
But they put it together, right? Hov put it together, and so he picked the artist that he thought was fit for the Super Bowl that he was in charge of putting together, right? And that's Hov, you know what I'm saying? One of the greatest that ever did it. And look at what he do for the coaching. He always pushing us on them.
Right.
And then you got to think about the stage. The stage was the Super Bowl. And you know what I'm saying? When they go over here smoking that smoke.
Right, exactly.
Like we don't get up there as it is. You know what I'm saying? So Hov did that, and you got to think about the artists up there. All right, let's say Kendrick Lamar, right? Kendrick Lamar from Compton. He's from the west side of Compton, but he's non-confrontational.
Right.
He's not a gang member. He's safe. He played his cards right. He's
Because somebody else was missing with Scott Storch, like.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that.
Okay.
But Kendrick is safe. You know what I'm saying? He not gang affiliated. Like Kendrick, one of the dopest lyricists alive at this moment. So he's up there, right? Snoop, Snoop is Snoop. More than Snoop is Snoop is everything.
He's
but
iconic, right?
He's an icon, bro.
Right.
Snoop is on the Corona commercial. Snoop is folding towels with Martha Stewart.
That nigga's on Gucci now.
Snoop is Snoop is on Gucci. With
I'm gonna start wearing Gucci again because I'm like, fuck it. If they ain't racist, if they giving Snoop some money,
and then
you know what I'm saying?
At the end of the year,
you know what I'm saying? Like, let's be clear. But I gotta start wearing. I got a whole bunch of Gucci shit to the side. I stopped wearing, and then lead me towards Balenciaga. So I said, they said it's the same company. It's one racist, both racist.
Right.
But they gave Snoop some money.
They
Them
did.
niggas ain't racist. Go ahead, continue. I'm sorry.
So yeah, Snoop is Snoop, man. And then as far as the West Coast and the Chronic album and Murder Was the Case and Doggy Style and what Snoop and Gin and Juice and everything that Snoop has done for the West Coast, of course he up there.
Right.
And he's an icon, he a legend, he an OG, so there it is. But it's safe. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You get 50. 50 got Power, and they gave the Tommy, the you know what I'm saying? He got all these different shows, the BMF joint, the one with Isaac Wright that come on the ABC.
Right.
You don't get on the primetime television unless they feel like it's safe. 50, another safe artist.
Right.
Mary J, Auntie Mary, MJ Spapal, you know what I'm saying? MJ know what it is. MJ smacked that ass. You know what I'm saying?
Michael Jordan.
I saw that.
Everybody saw that. It was like he hit it like a player. Like he was like good play.
Good game.
It was you know, and I love Mary, man. That's Auntie Mary. But it's either Jordan, they been there before.
This nigga's a foul.
No, you know what I'm saying?
We starting early game. Let's take some more straight.
I'm a hood nigga.
So all right, so when you're watching the Super Bowl, because me personally, you know it's just champagne, you ain't got to sip it like that. Okay, so when you're watching this, because I'm watching it, right? I don't know what's going on. I'm in a building. So at the halftime show, I'm with all these white people and shit, right? in the building.
You are.
Yeah, I'm in the building. We watching this shit at the crib, but I go downstairs.
Because he's safe now. You know what I'm saying?
I go upstairs in my building, bunch of white people. And when 50 come out, I lose it because they did not announce him. Was 50 the only one that they didn't announce?
I don't know. I just seen a nigga coming upside down. I didn't know who it was at first. nigga came out the roof.
Right.
Everybody else was standing up, right? Nigga 50 came out the roof. I'm like, oh shit. Who the fuck is that? Then I heard the you know what I'm saying?
Right. So if you would have been able to hit that stage, if they would have said, your game, we want you to have a mean 56 seconds, a mean 48 seconds, because everyone gets like, that's what they get, right?
Right.
What record you would have chose?
Probably 300 bars.
Nah, you can't do 300 bars.
Yeah, see what I'm saying?
You can't do that.
You're going too far.
Nah, that was one of my joints.
Okay.
Nah, but if I could have been on the stage, and I'm gonna finish with the rest. If I could have hit the stage, or if niggas would have called me, it's crazy. Niggas got my number and shit. But but you know it's good. But if I could have been on the stage, I think maybe How We Do It, Hate It or Love It would have been safe.
That's a great pick.
Those are two number one records. You know what I'm saying? One was behind the other, then the other one jumped in front. Like those is two number one on the Billboard records. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it probably been one or the other.
Yeah, let's make some noise for that. Let's make some noise for that.
Why you said Scott Storch? What happened with him?
Because a lot of Jeez Louise, Papa Cheese. I heard James Cruz. Like,
Yeah.
I'll talk about it later, but Jeez Louise, James Cruz. Okay, David Dawson's in the building. But what I was saying was, that's what people said that was missing. Game coming out and Scott just actually being on the piano.
Right.
Or something like that. So I'm listening to all the comments knowing that you coming up. And the good thing about it was, I think you said somewhere that no one can speak for you, you're going to speak for yourself.
Yeah.
Yes. And so overall, if this happens to a tour, it becomes a tour, would you be involved?
If it was a tour?
Yeah, if it becomes a tour.
If the money was right.
Nah, Kane, that's not the right answer. You're supposed to say yes.
Nah, I can't say yes to that because I got you know what I'm saying?
Handle business too.
It's business. And look at it. Look at what it was. It wasn't like niggas ain't really doing the this my homie and it's West Coast and it's LA. Niggas ain't doing that because I ain't get one call. Not that I'm salty about it, but I'm saying like so for them it was about a payday, and I understand it because it is a business. You know what I'm saying? Everybody up there got paid in
a different way,
a handsome amount.
Okay.
So it's saying if it's some kind of tour, like I got to be compensated before I make my decision.
Yeah, I'm sure the conversation wouldn't be a problem, but I think the fact that seeing all of y'all together because other than Mary, everyone is Aftermath, correct?
Right. Yeah, pretty much.
And even Mary was Aftermath at one point,
yeah.
Right? But not the records that she was performing.
Yeah, but Kendrick ain't really Aftermath. He, Top Dog and
Wally, really?
Yeah, but he came
in. Aftermath was the label that did release.
Right. Yeah. So I mean, I guess you can't say. Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you. This is totally like somewhat rumor, somewhat fact. A person told me that Navy Team 6, when they killed Osama bin Laden,
SEAL Team 6.
He had one blood in the AirPods. Yeah.
You can literally say my music is killing shit.
Yo. Nah, but look, when I say like my nigga, my team is drilling, like nigga, we at the top of the drill. We at the top of the drill chain, and we dropping niggas over the ocean.
Like, yo, hold on. So how the fuck did you find that out? Like, what does Obama call you and say, listen, nigga, we just popped the nigga to your shit?
You know what?
She was on the soundtrack.
If I can remember correctly, my publicist Greg Miller, who do his thing, cause I be thugging, like been thugging 20 years straight, and he got to clean up all that shit. And Wack hit me and was like, yo, old boy who did the brat to Bin Laden.
I like how we call him.
He is playing, you know what I'm saying, One Blood. He want to talk to you.
It was One Blood or Red Nation?
It was, was it One Blood or Red? No, it was Red Nation.
Red Nation.
Red Nation?
Yeah.
Wait,
you know, I do my job, man.
They both, Red Blood, One Nation, Rodney, like, you know what I'm saying? But so
was he a homie though, or y'all don't even eat? Because we can't reveal.
But you know what? They put me on the phone with him.
Wow,
that's crazy.
And he was just saying, like, you know, how inspired he was. But now you said it was Red Nation. It's like, was he listening to Wayne part or like?
No, it's all one part.
Okay, the whole song, because it was more than like a 30-second mission.
Yeah.
All right, so he listened to the whole song. But just saying how grateful he was for the music, and I was just crazy. I was just like in my mind, like, yeah, he really popped my, or the guy, the top guy.
That's bugged up.
So
you listen, niggas come up to me all the time, like, yo, man, I did a whole bid to your shit. I don't think no one ever said I bodied a nigga to your shit.
But not just any nigga.
Not any nigga. Like, this is a Navy SEAL nigga.
Navy SEAL nigga, and it's like the top op, low key. You know what I'm saying?
So hold up. So when you get this call, do you hang up and be like?
When I got off the phone, I just rolled me a smooth doobie, and I just took a walk, and I'm visual,
right?
So I was like, all right, so they ran in there. He had a joint in his ear. He like, I'm ready to go after listening to my shit. Then they go in there, handle the job. They get on the chopper, and they just drop the nigga over the ocean somewhere. I'm thinking like, yo, some cinematic shit. You know what I'm saying?
Seen the movie?
Nah.
You ain't never seen the movie when they went?
I ain't seen it.
Yeah, you gotta see it. Because now I'm wondering which nigga it is.
Well, it's the one. There's only one that I think did the.
Yeah, it's one that put the bra.
Yeah, there's only one. Yeah.
And others, what the others was doing?
He's the one that went and cleared that room.
Oh, he just happened to be.
And he did it dolo. Listening to Game. Let's make some noise for that.
It's a different kind of noise.
So here's the deal, right? We were speaking about this earlier, and where did you was signed? Because there's a rumor that you was trying to sign with Bad Boy at one point.
So all right, so this how it go. Irv Gotti was in LA, and he was working on Ashanti. He was working on Ashanti album, and my man's D-Mac and K-Dog took me to fuck with Irv Gotti. And so I was, like Murder Inc. was a thing. Like at that point, Ja was like Drake, nigga. Like Ja was like Drake. So everything Ja touched was crazy. So that was ideal for me, being like, how hot I was on the West, like to get with like a powerhouse. But I went down there to meet with Irv, and again, when you not in rap, you think shit supposed to, like, you go in, nigga, like, yeah, let me hear something or put you on something. But I just end up sitting there while this nigga Irv, like, edited Ashanti videos. And I'm sitting there.
Was he on ecstasy at the time?
I don't know. I don't know what,
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. I didn't even know my man partake. But, But yeah, he was sitting there editing videos all day, and I'm like, yeah, I'm out. Because this ain't, I want to rap and shit. I'm not here for no editing videos. And Irv, my man, you know what I'm saying? He'll tell you the same thing. Him and Chris Gotti, my New York niggas.
Right.
But after that, I started kicking it with Diddy, right? I ran around with Diddy for 2 years, damn near. And this nigga Diddy, we never went to the studio one time, but he was like, yo, I fuck with your demo, that shit, Bad Boy. Hey, Playboy, hey, here go a watch, Playboy, here go a chain, Playboy. I'm like, yo, we ever gonna rap? This nigga like,
what the fuck y'all was doing for 2 years?
Yo, but the jet leaving 5, we going to Miami, Playboy. We going to, you know what I'm saying, we going to New York. We in ATL this weekend, Playboy, pop out. And I was going everywhere with Diddy, and then one day this nigga Diddy, me and Diddy was smoking, he was like, you know what? Like he was really about to just give me some major game, right? He like, you know what I've been thinking? You belong with Dr. Dre. I'm like, no, you don't fucking say. Nigga, but I don't know how to get
after the JT, the Bigger Figure deal?
This after that. After that.
Okay.
There was no deal. That was just
like
niggas in the streets out the trunk with it.
Cool.
Yeah.
But so Diddy told me that, and before I went to go fuck with Diddy, I went to go fuck with Suge. Wow. And so I went in there fucking with Suge, and Suge had, at this time, if you remember, he had Eastwood, Crooked Eye, Corrupt, and Left Eye, and I felt like, I was young, and I had my whole hood with me, my city was behind me, like, I want Death Row.
Right.
Why wouldn't you want to be signed to Death Row? It's Pac, it's Snoop, it's Dre, it's Suge. And plus I didn't give a fuck at that time about nothing. I wanted to do the music, but I was still heavy in the streets. And so I went in there with Suge. Again, in the studio, Eastwood got the rap and Crooked Eye got the rap, and they're my niggas, but I was like, literally, like, nigga, I kill these niggas.
Right.
Like, nigga, just let me get on the mic, nigga. No, I went from Diddy to Suge, niggas don't want me to rap. Irv Gotti want to edit videos, nigga, I'm a whole assassin behind you.
Right.
So I sat in there, niggas rap, and I never got on shit, so I was like, fuck it. I'm gonna go see, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to see Dr. Dre.
Right.
So
but everybody can't just say that.
Everybody can't just say it.
Because it wasn't like just that easy. Like, let me just go see Dre.
No, but I said it,
right,
and I still didn't do it.
Right.
Because you can't find this nigga.
Right.
But it sounded good, you know, when it's coming out of my mouth.
Right.
But yeah, I didn't know how I was gonna do that. So anyway, I just went back to the hood. And, you know, just trapping with my niggas, and we was in there pressing up the demos. We go to fucking CVS, which is, you know, Dwayne Reed out here, I'm guessing.
Well, yeah, we got CVS out here.
They used to have the CD cases, right? Like 100 stack, and they had this blank CDs. We went to Fry's, and we got the CD burner, and we just burned the demo, right? Just burn that shit. And everybody that came to the spot for, you know, for some crack, or, you know, a little, you know, half or whatever, or, you know, some weed, like we would just give them the demo. And so after 6 months, nigga, the demo was around Compton in every motherfucking car. You know what I'm saying? Like every car that passed was like, you know, I would just hear that shit like, nigga, it's the game. Mr. Tinted Windows with your brain. Since a young and up and coming, all I did was cop cane. Ain't trying to change the game, nigga, I still cop cane. I ain't moved out the hood, still stay where the cops came. So it was like, that was the first joint on my demo. So that shit was just in every motherfucking car. And one day, this nigga named Mike Lynn, right? This was Dre's right-hand man at the time. He pulled up on my block and he rolled down the window. Niggas in a hard ass black
Cedar
Benz.
Block?
He put a Cedar Block, yeah.
Okay.
It's Brazil and Wilmington, but it's like that's our hood is Cedar Block.
Okay.
And yeah, so he pulled up in a murdered out Benz. He rolled a window down, and you know, like it's a cul-de-sac. It's one, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 6 houses on the street only, and it's the end of the corner. So if you come in,
that's it.
You don't get out unless we say you get out.
Yeah, we call that a dead end.
Yeah.
We call it a dead end too.
Okay, all right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
So he came on the block. Of course, he can't get out now. And my niggas, once you enter the block, niggas close the block at the front. Cause I got 2 niggas on this side of the street by the corner store, and I got a nigga right here on the gate. Everybody is, you know, holding. So once you enter the block, niggas close it in. Then one nigga come, you know, out the gate and want to see what the business is. You know what I'm saying? We ain't turning away no business, and we ain't going for no bullshit. So he rolled on the window. My nigga draw the gun on. Who you here for, blood? And he like, yeah, Dr. Dre told me to come get game. So my nigga didn't even tell me, bro. He just was like, nigga, get the fuck out of here. No Dr. Dre coming, nigga. Cut. You know what I'm saying? So old boy leave, and then you know, a few like maybe like a month or 2 later, he came back, same guy. I never even knew he came the first time. Second time, niggas come in. Like this nigga out there in the Benz saying Dr. Dre, he told them that Dr. Dre sent him back, and Dr. Dre said, look, bring the game to the studio, and I don't care what you got to do. Bring the guy. I want the game to come to the studio. So yeah, so this nigga came back, and my nigga came in the house. He like, yo, this goofy nigga came a month ago talking about Dr. Dre. He here again. So he told me like, yo, he said Dr. Dre wants you in the studio.
And you like, nigga, what the fuck?
I'm like, nigga, what? Nigga, you told the nigga to leave?
Your word.
So I
pulled out a gun on him?
Yeah, at this point, yeah, at the end, pulled out a gun on him. But that was what it was. That was how we structured our block. That's how a nigga alive today, because we wasn't having it. So I talked to my brother, who was like the oracle at that time. Like, if anybody know this word, if you don't know it, Google oracle, and you'll see that this nigga is at the top of the food chain. Niggas go to him for ask everything before you do it, because the nigga's smart, right? So I asked my brother, what you think? He like, we go down there. So, you know, we got in the whips, and we went down to, and I just finished whipping the, I'm like, my t-shirt was crack stains. You could ask Dre, ask any of them niggas. I came in looking like off the block. And so we pulled up there, and I walked in. This nigga Dre was playing my demo.
As you walking in,
for a room full of bitches. I only seen these type of bitches in Jay-Z videos. So in Compton, we don't really, you know what I'm saying? And not to shit on nobody, but we don't got them kind. You know what I'm saying? So I walk in the studio, they playing, you know, motherfucker, it's the game, Mr. Same shit. And then he like, you game? And I'm like, I'm trying like not to be like hella fanned out and shit. But I'm like, poke my chest, He like, welcome to Aftermath. I'm like, that's how I go? I'm looking around the room, and the bitches is feeling me. They looking at a nigga. I'm talking about I got on some 8X khakis, nigga. Like Iverson at the All-Star game or some shit. And I, you know, like I said, crack stains on the shirt. I was in the kitchen all day. So he said, welcome to Aftermath. I'm looking around the room and they just playing my music and shit. And then after that, we went straight into fucking with the In the Club record for 50. 50 was about to start recording it. It was Rakim tried to record it first.
I heard that.
Rakim tried to record it first. Rakim was like, it's cookie cutter. He wasn't fucking with it, if my memory serves me correct. And then it was a D12 song, and Eminem passed on it for D12 too.
This is the same day you walked in, though. This is another day.
Bro, it happened. So everything was like that. Like
that's crazy.
Snoop was in one room. No, Snoop was in the kitchen with Warren G. Them niggas was rolling up. And Nate Dogg. Busta Rhymes was in the kitchen sitting with a pen and a pad, just fucking around. And I end up freestyling for Busta because I want to certify myself with that nigga. Like that. And me and Busta been like that ever since that night. But yeah, man, I went in there and we, you know, like niggas was really like getting shit in, and it was, you know, what's up, blood, what's up, cuz, like all that shit was happening in that, and you know, within that time frame, it was like a week, and I was like, this nigga 50 hard as fuck.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
This is the first time meeting him actually in the studio with Dre and he's making In the Club.
Yeah, he's making In the Club, but I knew when I heard In the Club. Prior to hearing the In the Club beat, there was one other beat that was the only beat. These are the only two beats that I've been jealous of, like really jealous of in my life. It's two beats, and I tell niggas this shit all the time. This is the first time I heard In the Club. I was like, I need that, and I was trying to think like, should I just kill all these niggas and take this beat? Because like before the world here, because this is crazy. As soon as 50 was like, you know, go shorty, it's your birthday. I was like, nigga, this shit is bye. This nigga's going to the moon right here. And I had already heard Wingston shit, but that was mixtape, it was dope, it was street. But like I knew this In the Club shit was about to send this nigga to the moon.
It was different.
And I was jealous of shit of that. Cause I really, it was my, you know, first day, first week, and I really wanted that record. The other record that changed, that really made me want to be who I am is the first time I heard Grinding. I was in a fucking U-Haul.
Yeah, me too.
I was in a U-Haul.
Yeah, I was jealous of that beat too.
This shit came on the radio.
Well, at least you got on the remix.
This shit came on the radio,
Nigga, that was
bro.
my record.
That shit was...
That's true.
And it was like from ghetto to ghetto, the backyard to yard. I sell it whipped, unwhipped. It's off the hard. Call me neighborhood pusher, cause I move bass like that, Jack. On or off the track. I'm heavy, cut like that pocket. And I was like, damn, I really gotta get my beat like that. So fast forward, nigga, Dre walked to a meeting in the studio and I was going through his beats and shit, like without him knowing. I just did I just did what the fuck I want. I did what the fuck I want on Aftermath. I'm going through some beats and this nigga, I put up How We Do. And Dre came back in, it was playing, he was like, nah, we ain't fucking with this. I did this like 10 years ago. I ain't fucking with it. I was like, this hard as fuck. And I was like, look what I got. Like, let me show you what I got. And I was like, Fresh Light, Impala, you know what I'm saying? And then he was like, yeah, record it. So I went in there and freestyled that shit. I didn't write shit, I didn't do shit. All that shit was freestyle. Then the shit was so hard, 50 came in and was like, I'm getting on this shit. 50 got on it, and then at that moment I was like, all right, it's official. Like I'm about to be one of them niggas. This shit sound too good. It sound like it's in the club vein. So after that, yeah, I knew it was on, man. But that's my little Aftermath story.
So if you had like one person to say, if it was 50, Jimmy Iovine or Dr. Dre, who you think was more hands-on with making the game? Who the game is?
It was 50.
50?
Yeah.
Damn.
And I'm gonna tell you one thing.
That's man That's a man answer.
Yeah, but you know, and that's a backhanded compliment because it's like 50, you know, when we was at it, he was saying like he wrote like my album, like I really couldn't do this shit on myself by my own, and that's what really started causing tension. And one thing about 50, and 50 will watch this shit and he'll feel away, and he might come on Drink Champs and he might say what he want to say. He'll come back. You know what I'm saying? And he might say what he want to say. But one thing about, you know, me and 50 is I always respected that nigga pen and his melodies and everything that he do, and the nigga was a force of nature. But I just want that nigga to know, like, nigga, we equal. We equal.
You know, that was the first time, like, you know, me hearing y'all together, it was like hearing NWA and Wu-Tang have a baby.
Yeah. A
lot of y'all niggas ain't catching on what I'm saying.
Hey, that shit went over my head. I caught it out here though.
It was like two of the best from two coasts came together and made one sound. Like y'all records don't sound like an East Coast record, and y'all records don't sound like a West Coast record. Y'all sound like y'all made up y'all a theatrical coast.
I could tell.
A galactical coast. Just roll with it. It's not a word.
Nah, it's a galactical coast.
A galactical coast. Y'all made up some other shit.
Yeah.
Like every one of y'all, because you know I'm listening to it because I'm like, yo, we got Game coming, and every time I hear you and 50 together, it's a magical sound. Y'all fucked that up, man.
Yeah, no.
He said y'all fucked that up.
Y'all fucked that
I'm
up.
not even gonna blame him for it, right? I like you got James Cruz is within my. I can see James Cruz. James Cruz can see me.
Okay, cool.
I fucked it up, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Oh wow.
I'm gonna tell you why. I fucked it up because before I was a hip hop artist, before I was of anything in rap, I took the game too serious, and I thought it was real. I thought it was real. When Tupac and Biggie got killed over a beef, I knew hip hop was real. I was like, this shit is real. Right when I came in, like nigga, Tupac died in what, 96? Big in 97, if I'm correct.
Okay.
96 and 97.
Right.
I graduated high school in 98, so it's like I was in high school when these
Best
niggas
year of my
died.
life,
So
1998.
and I'm from Compton, nigga.
Right.
So I seen Suge and I seen Heron and I seen Buntry and I seen nigga Pac and these niggas move around. I never met Pac, but I seen Pac in Compton. Like I seen niggas hanging out the drop top Beamers, nigga, riding through the city, and like I seen this shit. So that shit for a young nigga. You know what I'm saying? A young nigga to be gangbanging and to be in Compton and to be in the slums and to see niggas, actually see niggas. Like, I'm not talking about go to a motherfucking Death Row concert. Nigga, I seen niggas in the city and that shit just it motivated me. And it didn't motivate me to want to be a rapper. It's just, I wanted to get money. And how we get money in the hood, we sell dope till we got the gold chain. Once we get the gold chain, we need the motherfucking, the M3 or the, you know what I'm saying, the Benz or the Jag. We need these things to certify ourselves in our hood so that niggas, money, power, respect. Locke said it best, but that's what it was. And so like for me, bro, I really wanted to fucking be.
Because you saying you messed it up. And I'm trying to figure out how.
Okay. I'm about to turn the corner.
Okay, my bad.
You good?
We about to take another shot.
Yeah,
I'm about to take another shot, nigga. We're going to switch to Japanese whiskey.
I'm with that.
Okay.
That's Nori shit.
Okay,
Let's make sure we...
Japanese whiskey.
But look, I'm going to finish this and I'm going to spin the block, I'm going to pick you up and then we're going to ride.
I like that.
So basically, I really thought it was real because the two of the best MCs ever, they died. I'm talking about niggas is off the earth, they dead. Niggas killed two of the best things that ever happened, right?
So you saying that made it more real for you?
At that point, it was real.
Right.
It was real for me. So I said I want to be in that because that shit is like everything I see when I walk out my door. It's real.
Right.
I got in it, and I guess hip hop spent the block on me because it ain't end up being real. Because I always tell niggas this. I started wanting to be a rapper. Two things, bro. And one was I saw the Big Pimpin' video. I saw Gloria Velez titties, and I said I need that.
I wasn't ready yet. Take a shot.
These is my moments.
This is hard. I love you keeping it 100,
man.
I love you keeping it 100. Let's go.
You know, we gonna do it on a high level.
You said Gloria Velez tits. That's your first video you want to do. Like
and Vita Guerra. Why not? First name, last name.
I got Vita Guerra in the notes from because we're gonna listen to support and all that. We're gonna know all that.
So I was like, that's one moment where I was like, yo, I really gotta be a hip hop artist. These are what I never seen a Dominican mommy nigga in my life. I'm from Compton, bro. And so that moment, and then the other moment after that shot, I can't remember. But so we ain't gonna waste time trying to jog that.
Cool.
But to spin the block and grab Nori.
Yes. Come scoop me.
I went to Hot 97. 50 is beefing with Nas, Jadakiss, Joe, right? I ran into Joe through, you know what I'm saying, my mans, you know, like Cool and Dre and my niggas. Joe is, that's smart. Like, I shake when I talk about Joe. That's my fucking brother. And he was my brother at that point, early on in my career. And Khaled was hella skinny, and then we, you know, niggas don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, Khaled was skinny in clubs in Miami, nigga, with like 20 people in them shits, but going crazy with the same type of shit. So And when the second time I came to New York, Jadakiss picked me up. Jadakiss picked me up in a Benz truck with a North Face on and some Timbs, nigga. And I was already outfitted because I told you I thought hip hop was like supposed to be how it was.
Right.
So I was in a North Face and Timbs. And Kiss took me to Yonkers. Nigga, DMX had dogs out. This nigga DMX talked to the dogs, they talk back. But that's another thing.
Oh yeah, that's regular. Yeah, that's
so
regular.
I'm in Yonkers with him. I run it, and then later on, I run into Nas coming out to Houston. This nigga Nas. This is Nas.
I ran into Nas in Houston too.
This is Nas. He played that spot.
23rd Street.
Yeah, they got the spinach dip. You know how they go down there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I ran into Nas, and Nas was like, yo. He was like, yo, you next, son.
Right.
I was like, yo, do you know what that shit sound like to me?
For Nas to say that shit sound
crazy. That shit sound like, yo, Shorty got a bag,
for
son.
lack of a better term, you like a West Coast dude that kind of resembles Nas.
Voice-wise.
Voice-wise, yep. But continue.
When that nigga said, you next, son, that shit sound like Belly to me.
Right.
It sound like a nigga in the projects watching Belly to me.
And that's when you envision it the way you envision it.
Fast forward, I'm on Hot 97, Funk Flex asking me, where am I in the beef? Number one, I don't even know these niggas got beef. Number two, Jada just picked me up yesterday.
Right.
What I look like flashing on him?
Right.
I just saw Nas at Houston, and Joe is my man. Right. So I took the real nigga route because I thought hip hop was real and you could be real and you could say real shit and niggas would understand it. I didn't know 50. Me and 50 never. Me and 50, we never talked about his beats and who we didn't like. And he never gave us the G-Unit handbook and said, fuck these niggas. Because then I would have had a real nigga conversation like, yo, Fifth, what do I? Jada just picked me up.
Right.
Then he would have said, fuck them niggas. I wouldn't have said fuck them, but I would have fell back from him if this is the team I'm riding with. And if I see Jada, Nas, or Joe again, I'll have to tell him, look, like man to man, I'm riding with this nigga. Y'all got beef with this nigga, or I mean, y'all got beef with him, but I'm riding, and I'm on this side. We'd have had that conversation had I been privy to the information, but I wasn't. So I told Flex, I don't know what 50 on. I don't know what he on. But I love Nas, and Kiss just picked me up. And Joe, that's my man. 50 heard that where he was at.
Right.
He ain't like that. So the next thing I get, I'm kicked out the group. Well, guess what? You don't fucking kick me out of group. I'm the G and G unit. Fuck you mean?
Right.
It ain't called 5 unit, it's G unit. Let it G, that's me. So I felt the way. right? So 50 went up to Hot 97. It might have been the same day, next day, I don't know, but it was quick. Everything was happening fast. And while all this shit happening, Diddy was outside my hotel room with a Sean John's velour suit on the biggest billboard ever, every time. Like, just, he was always there.
Oh, that's what you mean, the W Hotel, when you
I
said
mean,
you
open
looking
the window,
at Diddy?
Diddy
I thought you was actually looking out the window seeing Diddy there. I was like, why see you in front of your hotel room all the time?
whole time.
I did not know you talking about a poster. All right, it went over my head. I'm sorry. I did all these years. I'm sorry.
Just reach out.
I thought he was literally seeing Diddy.
Reach out and catch it like Ja Morant, baby, bring it back in. But yeah, so 50, again, I still thinking hip hop is real.
Right.
So 50 got on Funk Flex, told Flex game out the group. I'm in New York.
Right.
James Cruz will tell you.
Right. Oh, James Cruz was at this shootout too?
He wasn't at, James Cruz was there in the building.
Because he was at my shootout. Y'all should have learned from my shootout.
James.
Y'all should have learned from my shootout. It's not going to end good.
Hey, all due respect to my brother James Cruz, who I love dearly, man. And even though, the shit that James Cruz did was the shit that Fifth should have did. James was like, look, gang, you know how I feel about you.
Right.
I'm here though. I'm right here though. I can't help. I can't do anything. I'm not telling you what to do, and I'm not helping. I'm here.
Right.
And me and James been solid through it all and still solid.
Okay.
And so anyway, I hear 50 say I'm out the group. I'm traveling everywhere I go with 70 Bloods. Everywhere. And you can count them. And you know what? We on JetBlue. And I'm funding it all because when we was in G-Unit, we was getting $2 million a show. 50 was taking like 1.5. But 100,000 to 4 other niggas is so much money. And and niggas was doing all kind of shows. You gotta think, 100,000 times 50 shows in like 4 months, nigga is that's you up, bro. That's like 5, you know what I'm saying? Niggas been 5. And we all had bread. We all had money. Banks. Yayo was in jail for a part of this time. He was like Fleshbone or something. Nigga,
so why did y'all fuck this money up?
We fucked the money up because I thought it was real, and the conversations were never had. But now we here, and we can have conversations. So I told niggas, I hit Jimmy.
You went to the radio station. That's where you want to finish.
I hit Jimmy Henchman.
Okay.
And I told Jimmy, everybody gonna die tonight. I hit my niggas, all 70 of them come out the rooms. They were like, how we gonna get there? Nigga, Hellcat, everybody Hellcats. We went, so by the way, we going to a shootout, we got the guns, and we got a way there, we don't have a way back.
Allegedly.
Cops, you know, they, whatever. Yeah, allegedly.
Wait, but you guys don't have a conversation at all?
No, they upstairs talking to Flex, and I'm downstairs talking to me. And so we waiting. And they know we down there at this point because we 70 deep. Oh, by the way, this is one of the coldest nights in New York. Freezing, snow, crazy.
Niggas is out of line.
Niggas is in Converse.
Niggas is
crazy.
in
Converse.
6-7 inches of snow. Niggas is in Converse.
You're crazy. Can I continue?
I'm about to eat Jer's ass up in a minute.
New Jersey Devil?
New Jersey
He's
Devil.
showing you how to be warm.
Yeah.
Okay.
This nigga, so we waiting for 50 to come out. We thinking like this is the only door. But no, Hot 97 got more than one door. So 50 niggas come out, you know, and I know and a lot of, you know, the story get twisted. Niggas say that it was Secret Service and he moving with the cops. Nah, 50 was 50. He has a bunch of niggas from Queens, and of course he got some legal handguns. And back then, if you had security and legal handguns, we don't understand that. We was 24, 25 years old. You a bitch if that's how you rocking.
We
understand that you need niggas with legal heats and whatever. So one legal nigga come out, he looking like a Navy SEAL, not the guy that we talked about earlier, because that nigga's a real
That would be weird.
And he like, you know, he holding, right? And so we see a nigga reaching and holding, and we see some other niggas behind him, like 50 Gutter and them, you know, his niggas and whatever. And we see the nigga look like he about to up, so nigga, we just start shooting shit. They start shooting shit. One of my niggas got hit in the leg, and you know, I didn't know at that time, cause like nigga, I don't give a fuck. Bullets make niggas run, so I'm running. I got my shit. I'm doing some old Darkwing Duck behind the back shooting. I ain't know what I hit, but I'm shooting. Jers is shooting. Jers get hit. And Jer say, I'm hit. He running by me. And the craziest thing about him running by me is that I'm thinking like, how this nigga keeping up with me? Like I got wheels, but he right beside me. But he say he hit. His feathers pop like feathers out of his North Face, like.
Oh wow.
And so he
real
hit.
Goose in there. I didn't know it was real goose. Okay, all right, cool. My bad. Let's stick with the story. So
we get to a motherfucker, because I had a truck, the homies was in Cass, and we all scattered. We had a little real shootout. I swear to God, you know, at least 50 shots rang out. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna exaggerate the number, but niggas shot from every direction.
I think we had like 47.
One
Y'all
nigga,
got us by 3.
Let's just call it.
Because you counted.
Nah, I'm just playing.
No, but since
what the paper said, I wasn't there.
Hey yo, since 50 is a sensitive subject right now, we gonna say it was 49 shots or 51.
Okay.
But yeah, so we hop in the truck. Jer's like, I'm hit. I'm like, bro, you not hit, bro. It's the bubble goose. It's just the feathers, bro. He like, oh shit, I'm good.
Right.
We go back to the thing, to the W, Times Square, 54th and Broadway. That's where I played back then.
Right, Times Square.
And I'm ready to go. I just want to do it again. It's unfinished. We didn't hit niggas. I don't even know my man's just hit yet. He's still at Hot 97 on the ground. I ain't know. We just all scattered. My nigga Peanut got hit in the leg. He good though today. He in jail, but he good. Shout out to my nigga, free him till he free, or whatever the kids say these days. Yeah. But yeah, man, so we get back to the hotel, and I'm trying to get active again. I don't know, and like, you know, I thought hip-hop was real again, so I think we just should go to Queens and fight and have a war, like Nino Brown or some shit.
Jesus.
Jimmy like, yo, you can't do that. I'm gonna get you flights. You're going back to L.A. And I'm like, Biggie and shit. I'm like,
when you're saying Jimmy, you gotta be clear. We're saying Jimmy
Henchman. Jimmy Henchman. And by the way, Jimmy wasn't even at the shootout, you know, but he you know, you know?
Yeah, I was not neither.
Yeah, allegedly.
You keep saying that, we know.
Yeah, but so Henchman give me flights back to LA. He like, yeah, you going back to LA, and you know, I felt like that was my Biggie moment. So even on the phone in that moment, no exaggeration, I was like, Cali.
Going back to Cali?
I was like, Cali, because I feel like I gotta say these things. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, man, we get back to LA. And I get back to LA and I'm just feeling like I'm too far to like really do what I want to do. I can't shoot shit. I can't fight shit. These niggas from New York. And I'm feeling like this is my Biggie and Pac moment. And I'm not, and as stupid as this is going to sound, I want to is what
You
happens.
bought into that.
I bought into that.
But you wanted to actually, you wanted to die from the hands of the other guys?
I wanted to.
Or just die,
No,
period?
I just wanted to beef until somebody died, and it could have been me. And 50, Fifth was Fifth. It's not like he was no hoe ass nigga who didn't have whatever he had. You know what I'm saying?
So let me say something. Let me just turn it back, and we could go back to the streets in a second. But let me just keep it on the business for a second. If he says you kicked out of G Unit, isn't the next move speak to Dre and Jimmy? So why was it go straight to the streets with it? Because then after
or
this
to
happens,
speak to 50 directly.
Oh yeah, so was that
Because the
the
nigga
young
said
game mentality?
no, because he wasn't no speaking to 50. Nigga,
Right.
you still can't speak to 50 unless 50 want to talk to you.
Right.
That's just how he is. That nigga stubborn. I understand it. I don't got no problems with him today. I love Power and shit. The new Tommy joint. I like how Tommy getting his shit off. But like I don't like me. I talked to 50 in the club. It was short lived. Music is in the background. Amigos is playing, and I said what I said. One thing he told me in my ear, he was like, and you know, he gonna watch this, so he gonna be able to, you know, say what he want to say about it. He told me in my ear, he was like, I don't know when we went wrong. We were so young and
That's
wild.
why I don't know you went wrong. I'm the
I think we're trying to figure it out.
We're trying to
right
figure it
now.
out. Yeah.
Yeah,
You said it was you.
And all of this has been validation. So when I got back to LA again for the second time, I wanted to rap about it. So then I did 300 bars. And that shit got BDS spins because I was very angry. If you hear it, I was long to do it. Few hours, me and DJ Ski and DJ Ski Basement. And then that shit did what it did. So
Come on,
man.
they gonna say game wasn't even
It's more about my glasses than it is me.
I know, but we come on. We down with Kanye too. We down with Ye too. Yeah, we down with Ye too. You know this nigga took him shopping. Listen, after he did Drink Champs.
Highly disrespectful.
Hey, but look,
I got shit to do after.
All right, that's cool. I'm not pouring a drink.
12 gets to
Was
eat
it with the
there,
what?
but not eat their food.
With people.
Not eat.
But
Eat with people. With his own food.
No, this is just for yak. Was it?
Is that real, man? Nah, I don't
No,
believe you, bro.
I'm trying to, hey, I'm trying to get the justice.
You fuck with Kodak? You fuck with Kodak? Is that
chicken
true?
uncooked or was it cooked?
No, it was cooked like a motherfucker.
Aye.
No, it was cooked, but it was in like the styrofoam.
Because Kodak gangster shit was about to go to another level. If he brought the chicken raw, make the niggas cook it at
Oh,
Palm
that would have
12.
been crazy.
like
But either way, that's just crazy.
Yeah.
So he came there
What he put
for his crew to eat.
Where did he pull it chicken from? Out his pocket?
Backpack?
Slime was already there.
The chicken was his mama brought the plate.
And I like the way I just called you slime.
Yeah.
Because you realize, I invented slime.
Yeah, you
Who
invented
invented slime? That's
Oh,
why
here
I
we
told
go.
you a
Here we
diamond.
go.
That's why I gave you that shit, man.
Got invented. Are y'all niggas ready? Are y'all niggas ready?
not angry.
I feel like you angry, sir.
No, I'm not angry. What am I angry? Who asked me a question? So, man.
I want to bring you my artist.
Just so I can make it legal and they can report it in the blogs, but I'm never showing up to court. That's my nigga.
I'm gonna bring you one of my artists.
Huh? Yeah, he always.
I'm gonna bring you one of my artists.
He mad about it.
Because the nigga told me, I swear to God. Listen, worry. I'm gonna give you something. The nigga Alan Grumlock came to me and said, "I only do move business." I said,
"Yeah, Alan's
what
a
type
Pod
of
Jew.
shit? What type of shit?"
Alan from Pod Jew.
Yo, game. What am I
that game ain't got nothing to do with that.
I say I'm good yesterday. I done took my shit. Like, what the fuck?
Alan tells you he from Pod Jew. Yeah, that's what he tells you. That's my homie. Pod Jew. He wear New Balance, my nigga. Extra wide. Pod Jew. He Jewish. And then he represented. He acknowledges the power rule on this side.
You involved with this?
I'm not involved with what? Pie Jew? Like I said.
That's what he said.
Look, just like I told.
That's what he said.
Just like I told.
What neighborhood is this from, boy?
It's just like I told. It's like I told 50 and shit. It's like I got before I figure out if I want to be involved, I want to talk about it.
So you don't want to be with Pod Jew?
No, I want to see what it is. You know what I'm saying? Your moms want to take it to Disneyland. I want to see the pictures of my cousins first. I want to see that they was okay when they got up out of there.
Who? Me and James Cruz or me and...
you and him. Yeah, you and the homie over there.
Yo, listen, nigga.
Yeah,
I'm ready to start your podcast.
Y'all got that shit going on right here.
You gotta relax.
Both y'all went over there and did some. I don't know what y'all did. I'm trying to figure it out. I wish I could have did it, but it's too late.
Can I get one more shot from you?
But why you trying to duck what you did?
What did he do? What did he do?
They did some shit up here.
You thought my shit is like
No, that shit ain't normal. That shit ain't natural.
Your shit ain't natural. Oh, you think my shit?
That's some Puerto Rican shit.
That's me and you.
Old school. We just
You
let it go.
know my shit get to my brain get to calculate.